Okay, so I'm here to make this video to explain what happens when Venus goes into the first house in our birth chart. So what is the first house? It's our personality. It is our physical appearance. It's, like sort of like our soul or whatever. It's one of the major three important placements in our chart that greatly determines the trajectory of our life and how we come off to other people and our personality. Short and simple, that's what the ascendant is. So what is Venus? Venus, in general, in anybody's birth chart, it represents just relationships and romantic encounters in general. Unless it is your seventh lord, then it will specifically represent your spouse, the person you would be in like a serious long-term relationship with, or the person who you would just be like married to, or a marriage-like relationship. And Venus, of course, represents women and beauty and artistic things, musical things. Yeah, short and simple. That is the main things that Venus represents. So when Venus goes into the ascendant, one of the things you could see is that someone could look very beautiful. They have a really beautiful face, but that might not be the case all the time. Someone with Venus in the first house, they might instead have a really beautiful personality, a real Venusian, charming, flirtatious personality. Someone with Venus in the third house would naturally just very strongly desire love and relationships, because Venus is looking at the seventh house from the first house. It's looking directly at the seventh house of relationships and partnerships. So someone with this position, they would naturally just have this craving and desire to want to be in relationships, and their life would revolve around, interacting with people and wanting to be in relationships. Someone with Venus in the first house, they could be very self-conscious of their appearance. They could really just want to make sure that they look good and just look beautiful and whatnot. And someone with Venus in the first house, I think that's just about it. It's pretty, usually planets in the first house is pretty simple, and Venus is pretty simple. Like I said, quick little recap. You can have a real beautiful personality. You could be really attractive. Your life would sort of revolve around being in relationships and wanting to interact with people. You just strongly desire partnership. You can just be very flirtatious and just always be making sure that you just look good. Like I said, make sure your personality is beautiful and all that good stuff. And yeah, I'm not gonna go beat a dead horse. That's basically it. What happens when Venus goes into the first house. You could find your romantic partner just about anywhere, because Venus can, like I said, it can represent romantic encounters in general, since Venus is like the natural significator of that. And the first house is your physical body, and it's a house that's originally ruled by Aries and Mars represents taking action and hurting and all that good stuff. So basically, you can just look at the house. The first house is like, physical activities. So someone with Venus in the first house, they could likely meet and find love just about anywhere, anywhere that the body goes. But if I had to narrow it down and be a little bit more specific, these people could find love, find more so of their romantic encounters or romantic partners through, physically exerting activities. So like maybe at a gym, or maybe through hiking, you would find your partner or whatever. Something that's, maybe through some sports, something athletic or whatever, you would likely find a spouse or find a little romantic partner, or a boyfriend, girlfriend. And that's all I have to say for you for what happens when Venus goes into the first house. Hope this gave you some clarity, insight, what happens when Venus goes into the first house. Thank you for watching.